Despite mixed signals about the U.S. economy, the unemployment rate is at 3.5% for the first time since the beginning of the pandemic. That's according to the U.S. Labor Department. A new report says employers added 528,000 new jobs last month, but the economy shrank for the first 2 quarters of the year. And that report comes as Americans continue coping with record costs of living. And while Senate Democrats move forward in a measure they say will help, their landmark Inflation Reduction Act calls for significant investments in climate change and energy and reducing health care costs. ABC's Justin Finch reports from Washington.
After weeks of working to solidify party-wide support, Senate Democrats are on track to vote on the Inflation Reduction Act.
This is a very, very, very big deal.
Last on board, moderate Democrat Kyrsten Sinema, seen speaking with fellow moderate Joe Manchin on the Senate floor Tuesday. Manchin also slow to support the measure, later confirming they spoke about the bill. Now Senate Republicans are slamming them both.
They're empowering legislation that will make the average person's life more difficult.
The Democrats are at it again, trying to raise taxes and increase government spending at a time of high inflation and a time of recession.
But the president says the bill will help ease financial burdens many Americans now face.
This bill is a game changer for working families in our economy.
The wide-ranging package would mark the nation's largest ever investment in climate change, is expected to help lower healthcare premiums and prescription costs, and would increase taxes on big corporations and the most wealthy.
Put simply, this legislation will save lives, create jobs, reduce costs, and reduce inflation. Just what the American people want.
Sinema's sign-on comes after striking agreements to secure drought funding for her home state, Arizona, and scaling back some of the inflation bill's tax proposals, including a $14 billion tax increase on wealthy hedge fund managers and a new tax minimum for corporations. The Senate parliamentarian is spending today reviewing the bill, verifying it meets qualifications for a simple majority vote, requiring all 50 Democrats and the vice president to vote in favor in Saturday's scheduled session. Justin Finch, ABC News, Washington.
And it's unclear where insulin might fit into that economic legislation. People who have diabetes have to pay thousands of dollars each year for the medication. The Associated Press reports it's so expensive because only 3 manufacturers produce it. The cost of insulin more than tripled in the last 20 years. It's difficult to cap the price of the drug because the number of people using it keeps going up.